It's in the middle of the wheel arch. Look! Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video on our wrecked 2002 Audi TT. Let's hope we can start getting things back on this time. Is there anybody there? Well, if you like what we're doing, please give us a thumbs up. So we've got merch, we've got hoodies, we've got the black writing on the black hoodie with the black picture on the back. These are available from wherever you can get really cheap black hoodies. No, seriously, no, we're not. I just got some hoodies. Anyway, on a very serious note though, with hoodies, always cut these things off if you're working on cars and machinery and things like that. When I was younger, a friend of mine was grinding. He had a hoodie on with the tassels, and the actual grinder, it was a hand grinder, caught around the hoodie, wound right up, hit him, and it grazed across his gum and his lip. So I'm going to cut these off. If you're working on car, I mean, can you imagine? You've got these a bit hangy downy, a bit like that, looking in the engine bay, and catches on the pulley or something like that, you're in, you know? I mean, it might snap, it's going to hurt you. So on a serious note, I always cut these off. If you're working on machinery or cars, I suggest you do too. Anyway, what an old git I sound like. Let's get on with this. So to recap, what have we done? We've taken the subframe off and all the broken suspension parts. Here they are, all being, I say, not refurbished, but made ready to fit. So we've got the dog bone fitted. We've actually got the anti-roll bar fitted the correct way round. The hub's all ready to go. I've cleaned up the discs and the spacers, made sure everything all fits together. So it should be ready to put on there. Yeah, other things going on. I broke the motor again, and the Buell passed its MOT. Now, this is a bit embarrassing. I only done about 175 miles on that since its last MOT, and that was including the COVID 6 months free, so 18 months. So, I should really ride this a bit more. Oh, I also forgot to say we put a head of coil in the bottom of the gearbox, didn't we? Because we pulled the threads out. So, my plan of attack, I'm thinking, put the subframe on first as it is, without the arms, just so it makes it lighter. Now this is a bracket for the steering rack. No, what am I thinking? Power steering hose, which wasn't connected before. There was a zip tie around that, so I'm going to have to try and line that up. Might take a bit of fiddling. Anyway, get that in. Get the arms on. Get the struts in, and then build up from there, I guess. So anyway, again, I'm sorry. It's going to be a bit time-lapsey. And I don't know how well you'll see me under there, because obviously I've got to fit this under there too. We'll set you up and do our best. And I did forget to say we've got a new track rod in to put on here as well. Okay, so we are underneath the TT. That's where one of the subframe mounts go. Another one there. Same on the other side. We've got to line up steering rack as well, which is wiggly wobbly, and also the gearbox mounts here. These are the ones. That's the one I tapped out and put a helicoil in, and that's the other one. So I was hoping to put it on my chest and lift it up, but that's not going to happen. There's not enough room, so I'll manipulate it on a jack. I do apologise if I'm a bit heavy breathy today. I've got a bit of a cold about me. See if we can slide this thing in. Okie dokie. Right, can't find my torch. Oh, I lost my torch. There it is. Right, for these, I haven't done them up tight. I'll torque these up. Obviously, those are going to be tight. I can't remember what the torque figures are, but they're tight. So yeah, we're in. Dog bones in. And I now realise why they didn't put that bracket up on the power steering hoses, which is just up, see my finger end up inside there, because that was a pain in the arse. But we're roughly in now. Just gonna find out what the torque figures are for these and do them up for now. So the steering rack bolts are, I think, 15 plus quarter of a turn. Dog bone is 30 plus quarter of a turn, and the subframe are 74 plus quarter of a turn. So we're just gonna run around them and do them up. That is us done under here for now. All torqued up. Oh, they are tight. But they're all done. I mean, I will change these, like I said before. Once we know, I'll put the new ones on. But yeah, all done up. And my thread repair held out on that. So yeah, all good. Oh, and I had to change mats because I was on the trolley thing and I kept on pulling myself around the floor. Let's get back out and go up and start putting the suspension back on. So we're pretty much ready to put all this back on. I think how I'm gonna do it is probably hang the strut up first, then put the arm in. Must remember, don't do this bolt up until the weight is on the vehicle. That's because it will hold the bush in a funny place. So we'll leave that one just a bit slack. I've put the ball joint on the bottom of the strut. Now, I come across a bit of a problem here. I could not, sorry, I got bad light. I could not get that nut up tight. And basically the thread was bottoming out, so it couldn't pull up tight and engage the taper in there. So I've actually put, can you see it? I've put a washer underneath it and that works fine. It's, wow, I've never come across it before, but it's tight and it's not going anywhere. And I don't think this is going to interfere with the drive shaft at all. Well, it's miles away, it'll be fine. I'm going to set you up on a tripod here, best as I can, and we'll see what we can do in here and get it back together. Sorry, probably going to be more time lapse. Okay, so I've just started building this back up, as you've seen. Went to turn the drive shaft. Can you see that? Houston, we have a problem. We're gonna have to pull the drive shaft out and see what's happened. Well, before we take the shaft out, I'm going to whip this off and see what we got. I've slacked the clip off. And, should we see what's in behind? It's just popped out. That's right, there's plenty of grease in there. Oh, we should be able to pop that one back in, line it up, pop it back on. With a bit of luck, let's Let's try it. I think we're good with that. Let's put it all back together again. Well, I think we dodged a bullet there. It's all good now. So everything's done up. You can see apart from that bolt in there, we're waiting until they've got weight on the wheels to do that one up, because you can pre-tension the rubber. It's not very good for it. So we want it almost in the, where it sits on the ground. I've just slacked that one off, because what we're going to do is when we put it down, we're just going to very, very roughly do a tracking set with a bit of, probably a bit of string from the back to the front, just to get it very roughly, and then tighten everything up and fiddle. So, oh, I haven't done the top strut up yet. I've got to do that one, and then we'll just do the other side. I won't show you that because we've done it already here, and hopefully we'll be able to put it on the floor. Just chuck the wheels on, so let's get it off the quick jacks. Let's go down. See what that wheel looks like when it goes down. Nearly got touchdown. There she blows. Lovely jubbly. I don't want to let the quick jacks off totally, because we've got to lift it up again and do the sump, haven't we? That's looking a lot better than it was. Now we're down, just got to do the hub nuts up on both sides, and we can do up the wishbone bolts that we left loose to allow it to settle. Let's do that quickly. I can't remember what torque these are, but I know they're blooming tight. Well, I couldn't actually get any leverage to do those bolts up, so I've just stuck it up on some blocks and we'll try again. Oh, and I'll do the other side. Back off the blocks, and the inner suspension arms are tight. I did do them a bit tighter than on the video, but I couldn't show you. It was too tight under there. Right, we've got straight steering wheel. This is going to be a very, very basic, get it very roughly aligned so we can just drive it eventually. Just got a string tied at the back, around the back wheel, and then we'll just touch that on the wheel here, because it's just touching there. That's how far out we are. There. Just very simple. This will just get us going for now. There we go. It's done good enough just to try it anyway. See, we got just touching at the back, just touching at the front. Just got to do the same for the other side and we'll be there. I won't bore you with that. Right guys, that is it for today on the Audi. Normally we'd be getting in there, starting it off and razzing it around, checking that front suspension, but we can't, because we've got that oil pressure issue. We've got to get that sump off and have a look, see what the problem is. So I'm sorry about that. There'll be no razzing around in that for a little while. Be a nice video for you next time though, won't it? I hope. There we go. Anyway, rattling on. Thank you so much for watching. Look us up on Instagram, larks_workshop. We quite often show sneaky peeks of what's coming and other stuff we don't show on the channel. Yeah, so thank you very much for watching and stay safe, and I hope to see you next time. Cheers then. Oops. Oh God, this thing needs a clean.